Jet, let's get your thoughts, man. How excited are you from the Clipper side, and what do you think about it from the Hornets side?
Well, I think obviously Chris Paul is top 3 point guard in the NBA, so I know they're excited, and pair him with Blake Griffin is just going to be a dynamic duo, and they're going to be a difficult inside-outside because now you got the penetration, you got guys coming to help, you got double teams on the perimeter, you the double team in the post. So I mean, for the Clippers, this is just a great opportunity for them and to make some real dynamic moves this year. For the Hornets, this is part of their rebuilding process, and we'll see how that rebuilding process works.
Jet, when you go from being on a team where you're the primary scorer, even though we know Chris Paul loves to distribute and loves to throw oops to people, he was the guy that they expected to score down the stretch. Now he's got to change his role a little bit, be more of a distributor for Blake, for Caron Butler, for Chauncey Billups. How does he do that? How does he make that adjustment?
Oh, he has to be a point guard? Yeah, that's all it is. That's it. That's what a point guard does. So he's just got to be a point guard, and he's one of the best at it. I don't think that's an adjustment at all, D.A. I think that, that's what he does. He does it well. I think he was asked to do certain things, for New Orleans that he probably won't be asked to do. But, he still has the ability to get it done and break down the defense. So regardless of the situation, it's going to make things easier for all of those guys in Clipperland.
Jet, two-part question. First, in terms of the expectations now from the Clippers standpoint, how does that change for them? Because, it's a lot different when you go from being the hunter to the hunted. And so how do those young players adjust and respond to that? And then how do you also see Chauncey now probably moving over to the 2, where, obviously we know he can play that position, but how effective can he be over the long haul when you're playing back-to-back-to-back, shortened season, new system, and then obviously having Chris Paul there handling the ball the majority of the time?
The only thing that, that the Clippers have to their advantage is the guys that are being hunted now have been hunted before. They haven't always been like, Blake Griffin, this is going to be new to him. A lot of the players for the Clippers, they've never been in that position before. So that would be new to them. But the 2 guys that are going to have the ball primarily in their hands, this isn't new to them. So I think that will help them, because the Clippers, at best was a stopover spot. No one was planning on staying there. It was like, how many hours I got to be in this airport because I'm trying to get somewhere else. And now with Chris Paul there, he solidifies possibly people saying, I want to be there.
Kenny, most of us here agree that OKC is solid. They were good last year, just as good, if not better, right now. But teams like the Lakers may have slipped a little bit. Dallas may have slipped a little bit. Portland slipped a little bit, perhaps with the injuries to the 2 key guys, the retirement of Brandon Roy. Just how much now do you like this Clipper team when you think about the Western Conference and them adding Chris Paul?
Man, I like them a lot. I think overall they could, they're probably 5 to 8 now instead of, I don't think they could jump in so quickly because of the 66-game schedule, the learning the offense, the first time that they're going to feel some success and have some expectation. I'll be surprised if they jump into the top 4 of the West just on that alone. I know the Lakers are looking at things going like, what the heck is going on? And just overall, I heard Commissioner Stern talk about the reasons why, the Laker deal didn't go. I just feel that it's at a point now where we really need to get an owner for the New Orleans Hornets. I just don't think, not because of the Laker deal didn't go through, I just think that it's an unfair advantage to have the commissioner as your owner because he has inside information that none of us know. He knows when trades are coming in, when they're not coming in, who should be. I just think that's an unfair advantage to the other teams, and they can make decisions based on knowing what might come when no other team has that ability to do that.
Kenny, a few years ago when Tyson Chandler was still a Hornet in New Orleans, Chris Paul and Tyson Chandler combined on the most alley-oops in the NBA. DeAndre Jordan is a Chandler type of player. So talk about the lobs and the excitement that's going to be generated, not just from CP3 to Blake Griffin, but CP3 to DeAndre Jordan.
Well, I think DeAndre Jordan is defensively is probably one of the maybe top 3 or 4 guys on that box because of his length and his athleticism, regardless of the alley-oops, which is going to be exciting, and we're going to be showing our highlights on NBA TV and TNT. But in terms of defensively, you know, the reason why they matched that offer is because you couldn't put that kind of pressure on Blake Griffin to be the rebounder and the defender. And now he doesn't have to do that. You have a guy who's going to be the rebounder and going to be the defender, and he can concentrate on the offensive end.
Kenny, awesome stuff, man. We'll be checking you out on TNT. We can't wait to watch you on Christmas Day. Be well until.
All right, guys.
Kenny the Jet Smith joining us here on Game Time.